Hello, fabulous superstar Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of November 2020, looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month without a doubt. There are very big moves happening in the sky as part of a very big year as well. So let's start with what's happening right out of the gate as we begin the month. We are still under the energy of that very powerful full moon we had on Halloween. Now, I did speak about that full moon at some length in the monthly horoscope for last month, so you may want to review that again because it is that surprise and even erratic energy that we are addressing in the first days of this month as well for you. This is a friendship part of the sky. And so if you're starting this month and feeling like, oh yeah, everything's going along well with your friends, give it a little bit of time because it may be in the first days that they may shock you, they may surprise you. So that energy still with you. But as we navigate to the middle of the month, it is going to be right around the 15th or 16th, depending on where you are on the planet, that we are going to have a new moon. And this new moon is happening in fellow water sign Scorpio. Now, I love this energy for you. It is heart-centered, heart-oriented. This full moon is going to be reaching out to planets Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto in your opposite sign. And what that suggests is that you are very likely feeling a sense that other people are either supportive of you or truly understand what it is that you are really wanting to do. This new moon can be an exceptionally creative time, and where it is that you are involved in a creative endeavor, hoping for the support of other people or for other people to recognize what it is that you're trying to do, this new moon can represent new opportunities that feel like a breakthrough of sorts. Now, the type of harmonious connection here is what astrologers call a sextile, which means that it's not necessarily that you don't have to do anything, you just sit back and great things show up. That does happen sometimes, but other times the universe wants you to put in a little bit of work, take some action, learn something about yourself, and through your effort, have good things transpire. That's the kind of energy that we have here. So wherever it is that you are hoping to align with a pathway that feels more fulfilling, whether on a heart level, on a creative level, this energy will help you to do just that. Now, this part of the sky can also connect to children you have and children that you want. This tends to suggest a more fertile time. And so if you want to tap into this energy in that way, then that's one way that you could. But this part of the sky having to do with children you already have, well, it does suggest new opportunities or new beginnings that feel like a blessing with the children in your life as well. Now, as we navigate to the end of the month, that is really when the big news is taking place, and it is a lunar eclipse. At the very end of the month, we will enter into eclipse season. That's going to carry us into December as well. Now, this eclipse is happening in the sign just before yours. It is a full moon lunar eclipse, which means it does speak to things coming to a close. The part of the sky being highlighted here for you has to do with closing karmic ties, ending karmic chapters. With a lunar eclipse here, those closures can be rather quick, rather dramatic in some cases as well. But the fact that this lunar eclipse is speaking in harmony with Chiron, with Mars to a certain extent as well, well, that does suggest that what is coming to a close, there's a part of you that senses and understands the wisdom to it at this time. It is as if a chapter now has come full circle, and in the acceptance of it, you feel a sense of renewal and fresh energy to move forward from here. Where it comes to matters of love, we have big things happening there as well. Just days before the new moon, we are going to have Jupiter and Pluto connecting in the sky. This is their third and final connection. These two planets have been dancing throughout the year, but this is their final perfect connection. From here on out, Jupiter is going to move on, move forward, and it will be next month that Jupiter will leave your opposite sign. And so for now, this connection does represent a moment of intensity, a moment of very strong emotion, but it also represents truth in your alliances with others, including your romantic alliances as well. The fact that this is happening just before that new moon occurs, and that new moon being in such a heart-oriented and even flirtatious part of the sky, well, it does suggest that there's a part of you that is very connected to the spirit of love at that time. If it is that you are open to meeting someone new, especially in the days approaching that new moon. There may be a very powerful attraction to another person, but that new moon is going to allow you to appreciate new opportunities opening up for you. The other thing is, on the 11th of the month, we are going to have Mercury now going direct in the first days of the month, direct and moving back into this heart-oriented part of the sky for you. So you can see here that matters of heart that have felt ongoing are going to feel as if you are coming to a depth of understanding as to the desires that you have in matters of love. Now, once we navigate a little bit further, after we've had those new opportunities that new moon promises, it is going to be right around the 21st that Venus is going to move into this fun, flirtatious part of the sky. And that will take you right into next month with more opportunities, more flirtatious moments that hold the promise of love for you. Now, for those of you who have just started to date somebody, I do think that all of this mercurial energy is going to be that much more powerful for you. If you have felt that you haven't necessarily felt so clear, or even within yourself, not necessarily felt as if you know whether or not this person has real potential or if there is a real heart level connection here, it is going to be once Mercury steps back into the heart-oriented part of the chart, and then we have that new moon a few days later. Well, that is really going to help you to clarify where it is that you are with this person, but more importantly, how you feel about this person. If it is that there is true potential for love here, that'll be made very clear. But if it is that perhaps that hasn't been the case, this is going to be a time that makes that abundantly clear as well. And for those of you in an established bond, I do think it is more likely that Venus moving through the foundation of your chart through the first part of this month, the first 3 weeks of this month, especially if it is that you live with your partner, well, that is going to be the more dominant energy for you. And there may be a genuine desire that the two of you have to create a safe space, a home that feels comfortable and beautiful to the two of you, even when it is that you may not necessarily feel completely on the same page. Now, it is going to be just before that new moon occurs with that conjunction of Jupiter and Pluto in your opposite sign. Well, that is going to be a moment of a lot of energy and a lot of emotion, but being able to be really honest with each other. And it can serve as a turning point that bonds the two of you closer together moving forward from there. What I love about this month for you, well, look, there is a lot here. It is a very powerful astrological month, but I'm going to say that new moon right in the middle of the month, I think you're going to love that energy, because even with the intensity in the air, considering it's happening just days after the final Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, there is love with you. There is lightheartedness and a sense that you have a genuine desire to enjoy your journey through life. With the awareness of what it is that your heart truly desires, you're able to align with it, to fulfill it, and to enjoy it that much more. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded, exclusive videoscopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes and more. All of this in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.